So lately at the end of my videos, I've been telling people, hey, go play the game. It's in the description. But I wanted to say that part right now at the beginning because I think that this is a game worth playing on your own before you watch anybody else play it. The experience is really fun. It's a really dope, like, mystery style game. So that's my disclaimer. Go play the game before you watch me struggle playing it for upwards of an hour. And yeah, anyway.
Welcome back to the Homebody Horror Hour. My name is Another Week, and today we're going to make sure that our leaves don't get taken. We're playing Leaftaker. I know very little about this game other than what was in the description. It says it's only a couple hours long, so hopefully I can record this all in one sitting, and we are just in for a nice time. So grab your favorite hot drink, wrap yourself in a cozy blanket, and let's begin. When Stephen Hester died, his grave was already occupied, unclaimed and unrecognized. You were called to identify the body. Ooh. It's a little loud. Hey! It's great to have you back after your, sabbatical. Thanks, I feel much better now. I'll ask you about it later when we have time. Just don't give me too many details. Right. What happened? Oh, while you were out, we did take the liberty of upgrading your computer. Hopefully it isn't as sensitive as the last one, but don't you worry, we didn't change anything else. Even all that crap on your monitor is still there. The box on your left is the physical evidence. Any items that get sent to you will be put in that box. The phone book under your desk will have all the numbers for the phone. Oh, and you know what it's like working under pressure? Yeah? So that means no saving. Got that? Okay. You close out, you start over. So that's more of a message to me than the other guy. Got it. When you figured everything out, hit the submit button up over in the corner. It won't look like it, but if you're talking to someone, it won't work. Wait, what? If I'm talking to someone, it won't work? Only things you found will show up there, so if you're missing something, you won't be able to choose it. When you're putting the name in, make sure to hit enter on the keyboard, or you'll get a warning. Oh, and if you hit submit and something isn't right, it'll clear everything. Well, give me a holler if you need anything else. Will do. Ow, that is loud. Alright, well, not everything. Wait, what? Not everything, what? Okay. Password. Password. No. Oh, password Erickson. Erickson. Aha! Okay, I'm logged in. The phone book under the desk has all the numbers I need, but who should I call? Hit enter. So. Okay. Alright, let's start from the top. Incident report. A brief summary of the incident report. In the afternoon of October 23rd, an unidentified body was found buried in the soon-to-be plot of Stephen Hester. The body was found by Silverleaf Cemetery staff when they broke ground to prepare for Stephen Hester's funeral. The body was not encased in a coffin or other funerary paraphernalia. No identification was found on the corpse, and due to cold weather conditions, time of death has yet to be determined. Age of the victim at time of death has yet to be determined, and the body is currently assumed to be male. The victim should be referred to as John Doe. All personal items on the body are included in the evidence. Okay. Autopsy. Cause of death, penetrating trauma to brain. Examiner's notes. Traumatic brain injury from foreign object inserted in between the C1 atlas and occipital bone. Foreign object was not present in body when it arrived in the morgue and was not found at crime scene. Identifying marks. Nervous nevus flammeus birthmark, approximately 0.5 centimeters, located 20 centimeters from the spine on the back above the left hip. Okay. Parking stub. A validated parking stub for a lot listed as Red Cedar Parking. The date is listed as March 24th of last year, found in John Doe's pocket. Okay. Okay, so I should probably look up some stuff. Parking. Let's look up Red Cedar Parking. The Red Cedar Parking website lists the available times, max capacity, and a map of the nearby area. Areas of note are the Whitebrook County Courthouse, Silverleaf Cemetery, and Diamond Park. Juror parking free of validation is written in bold letters across the bottom of the page. Okay, that's it. Okay. Whitebrook County Courthouse. Courthouse. The main website for the courthouse. It lists hours of operations, where jurors should park, and other information. Its phone number's already in the phone book under your desk. Okay, cool. Phone. You have the phone book under the desk is all the numbers. Oh, okay. What was the name? That was. Shoot, what was the name? Red Cedar Parking. Red Cedar Parking. Whitebrook County Courthouse. Okay, I feel like I am gonna need to write some of this down. So we're gonna write down info as we go along. So Whitebrook County Courthouse. You can back up a bit. Silverleaf Cemetery. Is cemetery spelt right? Okay. And Diamond Park. Okay. My handwriting is quite awful, but it'll do for now. So, all right, Whitebrook County Courthouse. Let's give them a call and see what they have to say. Ooh, staffer. Whitebrook County Courthouse, what can I do you for? Hello, I need a list of the individuals who were called in for jury duty last year. Sure thing, hun. I just need the date in a 00 format, and make sure to say the month first, because otherwise I get confused. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm sorry, I'll have to call you back. Okay, let's double check that. March 24th. Okay. Okay. Whitebrook County Courthouse. Whitebrook County Courthouse. 0324. Okay. Okay, I faxed it to your office. Have a good day now. Cool. Okay, whoa. Oh, fuck. I might have to call all these people. A list of the jurors selected on March 24th. Emilio Martinez, Alan Kent, Jesse Sosa, Alexis Wallace, Colby Miles, Molly Hubbard, Nicholas Benjamin, Declan Carr, Stephen Hester, Abby Gomez, Leah Savano, Melody Flynn. You reason that it's best to have a purpose in calling someone before resorting to dialing everyone on the list. Okay, so Stephen Hester's on here. He's dead, though, so I can't call him. And I'm going to need more information on all these peeps before I give any of them a call. So what we're going to do is we're going to call Silverleaf Cemetery. What if I put you over here and then I crank up the gain a bit? Okay. Then the mic is in the way slightly. Okay. Silverleaf Cemetery. I always thought cemetery was spelled with an A. Maybe I'm wrong. Silverleaf Cemetery. Lorraine Delaney. How may I help you? Hi, I'm calling about the investigation into the body that was found at the cemetery. Ah, yes. They did say they would pass it along to you. All right. I'll try to answer anything I can. Can you start with a timeline of events before you found the body? Well, we got a call from Loretta. She informed us of Mr. Hester's passing. Loretta. I met with Mrs. Hester and... Okay, Loretta Hester. I should write that down. She's probably still alive. Okay, I'm going to write people over here. Loretta Hester. I met with Mrs. Hester and we arranged everything, nothing out of the ordinary. And the day before we were supposed to have the funeral, me and the boys got out all the excavation equipment and went down to the site. You were with the gravediggers at the time? It was a relatively slow day, and I was looking for some excuse to see some sunlight. So yeah, I was out there with them, watching them when they hit something that wasn't rock or dirt. I look down into the pit and I see clothes and a body, and I think to myself, pardon my French. I thought, that's a body. And so I contacted the authorities, and that's it. And you didn't recognize the clothing or anything? No, I'd never seen them before. Even after they cleaned all the dirt from him and showed me the morgue photos, I didn't recognize him. And did the grave look disturbed, like something had been dug up before? The snow wasn't disturbed, but if the dirt was before, we'd have no way of knowing. I see. What about any suspicious individuals? Anyone or anything you can remember? Only teenagers causing a ruckus, but they scatter once they see anyone approaching. They only tend to smoke, drink, and sit on the graves. None of them would have had the equipment to move that much dirt without us knowing. Does the cemetery have any sort of security footage or security guard at night? No, but I'm thinking of getting one after what happened. Do you know why anyone would have chosen Mr. Hester's grave specifically? Not unless they thought that there was already a coffin in there. Why would they think that? Well, the family all bought plots and headstones together years ago. Mr. Hester was to be buried next to his mother. His headstone already had his name and birth date on it. If it was dark or if someone weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have known there wasn't a body already there. Where's the plot located? It's near the back, close to the park. And we do have a fence to keep out the animals. You said his mother was buried next to his plot? 3 years ago, yes. Beautiful funeral. Nearly half the town showed up. Yes, I remember. I was there. You were? Did you know her well? No, I was a +1. Ooh. Well, it was nice and short, just like she wanted. Stephen delivered the only eulogy. Oh. You don't happen to still have any photos of Stephen Hester's mother's funeral, do you? Why? Any sort of crowd shot or anything? The John Doe might have known her. I'll see what I have and send them to you. Thank you. I think that's all the questions I have. All right, take care. Okay. So I was there. Interesting. Funeral photos. Lorraine Delaney included a program along with the photos. The program includes a photo of Hester's mother, her dates of birth and death, and the times of the readings and tributes. Stephen Hester is the only person listed as delivering a eulogy. There are several black and white photos of the funeral. Stephen Hester is in most of them with his wife next to him. Oh. There's one photo of Stephen delivering the eulogy that is angled where you can see the rest of the crowd. John Doe, the man found in the grave, is sitting in the third row. You don't recognize yourself in any of the photos. Oh, so I'm the John Doe? Like, I came back from, like, a break from work. So I'm dead, right? It's me. Wait, I thought no one knew who the John Doe was. How can you recognize him sitting in the third row? Interesting. Okay. Okay, maybe I call Diamond Park. Let's give Diamond Park a call. Lau. Diamond Park Services. Terry Lau. How can I help you? I keep doing just like the transatlantic accent. I think I'm going to try and talk normally just because I'm not great with accents. And right now that's the only one I can feel myself gravitating towards. Hi, I'm calling. Hey! Long time no speak. How are ya? Fine. I feel fine. You know I'm not supposed to take personal calls when I'm at work. This is business. Of course it is. I'm sure you've heard about the body that was discovered. Hard not to have. Not much else is going on around here. I'm calling to ask if there was any suspicious activity reported in the park, especially near the border with the cemetery. Let me check. No, looks like there's only reports of paint chipping around the fence and some cleanup of litter and clearing away some branches. Litter? What kind of litter? Looks like beer cans and cigarette stumps. Probably from the teenagers. Nothing else? Sorry, bud. No shovels, pickaxes, or another skeleton. Yeah. Sorry, bud. No shovels or pickaxes or another skeleton's under a pile of leaves. You know, it was a day just like the day when they found it. Terry, I don't need to hear a bunch of campfire stories right now. What? You don't want to hear about the trees that steal your souls or fairies that take bad children and replace them with twigs? Terry. Okay, but the body was real, though. Yes, this body is real. No, I mean, they really did find skeletal remains about 20 years ago. Look it up if you don't believe me. I'm looking at a framed newspaper clipping right now in the office. Why would they frame it and keep it in the office? Miss Gagnon has every article she's ever been... Sorry. Miss Gagnon has every article she's ever been in on the walls. Same thing with her kids. Want me to send it to you? Yeah, you might as well. Okay. I'm glad you're doing better. I should have sent you something. Thank you. It's fine. I did miss you. I mean, you didn't have to. I know. It's fine. Yeah, well, you still have my personal number. You can give me a call if you want to hang out. Okay. Thanks, Terry. Shit. Wow. I wasn't expecting like this much of a story here. Wait, what was I looking at? Shit. Funeral photos? No. Oh, the Diamond Park skeleton. Okay, yeah. This article is dated around 20 years ago. The skeletal remains of a person were found yesterday afternoon in the once peaceful Diamond Park. Karina Catman, a visiting name. I still need to call Loretta Hester, so I'm going to do that after I read this. Karina Catman. Okay. Karina Catman, a visiting professor, happened upon it when she was taking a walk on one of the nature trails. She said she spotted it sticking out under a pile of leaves. The Leaftaker. The bones had sustained damage from local wildlife, but investigators report the victim was likely killed by a puncture wound to the back of the head and suspect foul play. That's like our guy. The police report there were no identifying The bones had sustained damage from local wildlife, but investigators report the victim was likely killed by a puncture wound to the back of the head and suspect foul play. The police report there were no identifying clothing or features and are asking anyone who has any information to please contact them. The article goes on to interview Miss Gagnon, who spends most of the time attempting to salvage the reputation of the park. Miss Gagnon. So did we get her first name? Miss Gagnon? I don't know. I'm going to write her down anyway, just in case. Gagnon. Okay. Maybe I can look her up or something. Okay. I want to try and call Loretta Hester. Loretta Hester. No, that's not right. Oh, maybe it's Loretta Hester. Aha. Hello? Hi, Mrs. Hester. It's you. I figured you'd give me a call sooner or later. Yes. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Nope. But I'll get the obvious ones out of the way so you don't have to waste your time asking. No, I didn't know the man in the grave. To my knowledge, Stephen didn't know him either. No, our family doesn't have any enemies. No, Stephen didn't have any suspicious hobbies or other weird interests. That does answer most of the questions, but I'd still like to ask about... Shoot. What, Mrs. Gagnon? Sorry, I don't know much about that. Do you have any other questions about Stephen? And don't bother saying our last name. I know what you're talking about. Jury duty. Last year, Stephen had jury duty. Haha, yeah, I remember that. It was right after he got back from a 10-month business trip. 10 months, can you believe that? He was real mad about it too, but I was hooting and hollering at his rotten luck. How'd he get to the courthouse? Oh, he took a sedan. Did he share a ride with anyone or meet up with anyone after? Not that I remember, but the courthouse is right next to the Silverleaf Cemetery. He could have visited his mom and not told me. What's that got to do with the body? There's a possibility that John Doe could have had business at the courthouse at the same time, but that's all I can say. If you remember anything else, please call me. Okay. So, what now? Okay, Karina Catman. Let's give Karina Catman a call. Karina Catman. The number you reached is no longer in use. Okay, that's not wrong though. So, I don't think this will work because I don't have her first name, but Miss Gagnon. No, that's not right. The phone book under the desk has all the numbers I need. Okay, so no, that's not right means that it's not good, but the number is out of service. So maybe okay, no, maybe I can search her up. Karina Catman. You find Karina Catman through a 3-year-old eulogy page on her. Oh shit. You find Karina Catman through a 3-year-old eulogy page on a university's website. She was a professor of anthropology specializing in the cross-section of child lore and ludology. Her most well-known work is the book You're It, which catalogs and studies variants of the game Tag across the United States. You give the local library a call, which has a copy, and the librarian on staff has graciously agreed to fax you the paragraph included about Whitebrook. Okay. You're It. All right. Whitebrook memory variant. The Whitebrook variant also includes additional rules associated with the it role. The it assumes the name of the previous child who was it. For example, if John tagged Jane, Jane wouldn't be called it, she would be called John. Then if John tagged Jill, Jill would become Jane. This variant was assumed to be invented as memory game, used to help the children learn and remember the names of their classmates. However, some children would continue to call a child by the wrong name for the remainder of the school day, subsequently frustrating teachers and leading to an eventual ban on the game, which only made it more popular. Peter Hickory, a school administrator, is mentioned and credited with help for Whitebrook Elementary. Okay, so I'm writing down both Whitebrook Elementary and Peter Hickory. Hickory, Dickory, Doc. Let's go. Okay, let's try Peter Hickory. I'm going to look him up first, see if there's Peter Hickory. Peter Hickory? No results. Okay, I'll try calling him then. Okay, Peter Hickory. Yellow. Hi, Mr. Hickory. I was wondering if you could answer questions. I'm investigating the body that was found. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Sure, I can talk to you for a minute. What's that got to do with me anyhow? I was investigating any leads, and there was a similarity to a case around 20 years ago. That was the one that Mr. Lou. Oh, fuck, I forgot to write down his name. Terry Lau. Okay, I'm going to write down his name real quick. Terry Lau. Okay, just in case I need to call him again. It was an unidentified body found by a Miss Karina Catman. Oh, yeah, the kids game lady. She did find a body, huh? And you said this new body is just like that old case. Mr. Hickory. Don't you worry. I won't run to the presses just yet. But I don't have her contact information or anything like that. That won't be necessary. Were you with Miss Catman when she found the body? Nope. Did she mention anything to you about it? Let's see. Nope. Do you remember anything special or anything at all about the case? Maybe from someone else? No. I see. Well, I'm sorry for wasting your time. That's all right. I'm retired now. Got nothing better to do than to talk off the years of the young folk. Say, how did you find me in association with her anyway, if I might ask? You were mentioned in the excerpt of her book about the town. She wrote about the banning of name-changing tag game, and you were listed as a resource. Oh, that horrid game. Used to give some of the youngsters nightmares. What? Catman didn't mention that at all. What? Catman didn't mention that at all in the book. She said it was banned because the kids took it too far and it frustrated the teachers. I mean, sure, it was inconvenient having the kids call each other by their names, but that's just a standard prank. No, someone got it into their heads that some kind of boogeyman man was gonna get them and replace them. What? Why would they? Shit, I keep breathing. Okay. Testing. What? Why would they think that? I don't remember. Some monster or something they made up. That's what the game was about. Some creature getting them and then living in their home. Oh, what? Oh, fuck. Are we getting like... Oh, is this more supernatural than I thought? Isn't that just a common motif in cartoons and fairy tales to teach children good behavior? Do your chores or the fairies will replace you with a better child or something like that? Normally I'd say yup, but those don't normally scare them like this one. What was it about this one? I couldn't tell you. Excuse me. Children just get scared sometimes, and finding that unidentified body also didn't help. Why didn't you mention this to Catman? I guess I forgot. Heck, I didn't even remember the Leaftaker's game until just now. The what? Didn't I already tell you? Clean your ears. The Leaftaker's game. The tag game? Yeah, the tag game. What else have we been talking about? That's what we called it when we were kids. Then when we were in charge, we banned it on account of how it scared the kids. I don't remember any sort of game like that when I was a kid. That's because we banned it. You sure your head didn't get hit too? I think that answers all my questions, Mr. Hickory. Well, if you think of anything else, just give me a ring. We'll see. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. So now what? We got the name drop. The Leaftaker game. Leaftaker game. No results. Silverleaf Cemetery. Oh, let me try and call Whitebrook Elementary. Let me see. Okay, let's see if Whitebrook Elementary. Oh, that's not right. All right. Let me see if I can look it up. Whitebrook Elementary. A single elementary school serving the town. The school has a website which lists hours of operation, including visiting hours and holidays. Okay. Anything in here? Yeah, I don't know Miss Gagnon's first name. None of these names are familiar just yet. Funeral photos. Stephen Hester. You're it. The roll of it. Whoa, this wasn't here before. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, this wasn't here before. When did I... Wait, did Peter send me this? No, this is the same article. It ends with the Peter Hickory bit. Is shit just like changing in my evidence box? Like, okay. The Leaftaker's game. This variant, found almost exclusively in Whitebrook, also includes additional rules associated with the it role. The it assumes the name of the previous child who was it. For example, if John tagged Jane, Jane wouldn't be called it, she would be called John. Then if John tagged Jill, Jill would become Jane. This variant was assumed to derive from a local urban legend about the Leaftaker, sometimes mistakenly called the Leaftaker. The game was popular in the late 50s and continued on through the decades until it was subsequently banned after frightening a number of children. The reason for the sudden fright is unknown. Oh. So it's not the Leaftaker game, it's the Leaftaker. Oh, so what if I look up the Leaftaker's game? Leaftaker's game. The Leaftaker's game. Leaftaker. After browsing several sites dedicated to the town, you eventually find a small travel site that has a section on local legends. Not much is written except a brief explanation of the name. Leaftaker. Sometimes misheard and misremembered as Leaftaker, despite having nothing to do with leaves. Originally, Leaftaker. It's like tag, you know. Originally known as the take lever, but over time the words have shifted place to become Leaftaker, which is the most common form. Fortunately for you, the site's owner, Sandra Yvonne, I can remember this, I'm going to contact her right away. Fortunately for you, the site's owner, Sandra Yvonne's contact information is on the site. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. Sandra Yvonne. It's Sandy. Hello, Miss Yvonne. I'm calling to ask you some questions regarding the investigation into the body that was found recently. What? Don't worry, you're not a suspect. This is more about research, not suspicion. I found you from your website. Right. Well, I didn't know him. All right. Did you know a woman by the name Karina Catman? No. She was an anthropologist. She studied children's stories and games. Did she come to the school? Yes, she was studying the tag game, the Leaftaker's game, or Leaftaker's game. Leaftaker? Oh, God. Is that how they were killed? Miss Yvonne, wait. What do you mean? You said you read my site, right? The travel site, yes. Travel site? What? I don't run a travel site. Someone must have taken my work. Ooh. No, I have just one of those free ones from the search. It's no, it's more like a blog. Miss Yvonne, you said something about the cause of death. Like an ice pick to the skull, right? Shit. Damn, what a way to go. I think you need to tell me about this Leaftaker. You went to Whitebrook Elementary. You already know it. I don't. Very funny. I mean, did you hit your head? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, was that my sabbatical? Oh, was that like easy to pick up on and I just didn't? Okay, so I'm coming back from an accident? Oh, shit. It's all right. Yeah, I mean, all right. So I was into urban legends and stuff when I was a kid, so I guess I know more about it than most. I read up on the Crybaby Bridges, the Donkey Lady Bridge, and the Goat Bridge. I'm gonna write these down. I don't think it's gonna be that important. Bridge. Donkey Lady. Goat. And then under bridges, because this one's more than one, and I feel like this game's gonna be really peculiar. Crybaby. Right up on the Crybaby Bridges, Donkey Lady Bridge, lots of bridges. Anyway, it was real popular at school because they tried to ban the game about it a while ago, but it never worked, and we kept playing it in secret. Everyone pretty much knows about it. That's why. Anyway, it's kind of murky. There's a bunch of different versions. Like, one's a tree that steals your soul, one that eats your brain. Fuck, I am so sorry. I keep, like, just breathing directly into the microphone. Man, editing the audio for this episode is going to be a pain in the ass just because I keep adjusting it because I keep feeling like it's just... I know, like, placing it right under here is probably the best place to do it. So we're going to leave it there and hope that everything's fine. It's all kind of murky. There's a bunch of different versions. Like, one's a tree that steals your soul, one that eats your brain, but I think the most popular comes from a song game. Take a Body, Leave a Body. That's the one they banned. I think that's where the tag game came from. It was like a hidden version of the Take a Body game. Yes. Oh, Take a Body, Leave a Body. Oh, shit. Yes, the travel site mentioned the name change, at least. Anyway, that one's basically just a possession story. Like, they make people forget stuff, and... I see. I mean, that's all just stories, you know? People making excuses for dementia or attention problems or bad short-term memory or severe head trauma. I mean, that's what I think, at least. Sure. But I guess that's part of the story, too. Makes you jump to logical conclusions, huh? Yeah. But, no. It's said to have these long, well, most versions say claws, but there's other versions. Basically, it's just something sharp. They stab you in the head with it. That's how they get you. I see. And you said the body was killed with an ice pick to the head? I never said that. So it was. Interesting. Miss Yvonne, I would ask that you don't do anything to impede the investigation. I would never. She hung up. Okay. Whew. I feel like we got a lot. I feel like we got a lot of context clues in there. I kind of want to look up these bridges. Crybaby bridges. No results. Okay, so I doubt there's going to be any for these. Donkey Lady Bridge. Oh! The Donkey Lady is an urban legend in San Antonio, Texas. Like most urban legends, this one also has several variants, but the core details remain the same. The gist is a woman lived on a farm with her family, and the husband / stranger / local kids, one of these, attack and beat their donkey. After chasing them away, the perpetrator returned in the evening and set fire to the home. The woman managed to escape, but became disfigured in the fire. Her hands and feet melted into hooves, and her charred face drooped and elongated into a snout. She then searched for her kids by / fell into the river near the bridge. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, okay, wait, okay. Maybe Crybaby's 2 words. Crybaby bridges. No results. Crybaby bridge. Okay, so it's just one bridge. You find that there are many bridges across the United States that all have been given the name Crybaby Bridge. Most stories are similar and all seem to involve the death of a child, either intentional or accidental, and the ghost of a weeping mother trying to find them. Okay, so what about Goat Bridge? There are no results. Goat Bridges? Huh. Okay. Okay, time out. Okay, let's go back up to the top. Let's just see if there's anything I haven't. Silverleaf Cemetery. Diamond Park. What if I try and call the cemetery again? Delaney. How may I help you? Hi, I'm calling about the investigation. Okay, I feel like this is going to be the same. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, something's coming up on this. Okay. Miss Gagnum? No. Loretta Hester? No. Diamond Park. Diamond Park is a moderately sized nature park that borders along the south side of the town. The website is a map showing the border between so clear. The map is unclear. The fencing is okay. Autopsy. Foreign object was not present in body when it arrived. Oh. Atlas and occipital bone. Foreign object was not present in body when it arrived in the morgue and was not found at the crime scene. So this thing just like showed up inside of it. Identifying marks. Nevus flammeus birthmark. What is Nevus flammeus? I could probably look that up. Nevus flammeus. Nevus flammeus. How do you spell that? Flammeus. Okay. Okay. Nevus flammeus. Colloquially known as a port wine stain, a pink to red birthmark on the skin. Can I look up port wine stain? No. Okay, so that just brings up to that. Can I look up Leaftaker again? Oh. The travel guide site is missing. Yvonne must work fast in getting her plagiarized work taken down, but you are able to find her actual site this time. It was as she said. It's more of an online public journal where she documents daily news around the town. The most recent entry is about the John Doe in Hester's grave. Eventually you find the information you're looking for. It's almost charming how she wrote this section in an attempt to sound like an academic text, although it's much closer to a high school essay. The Leaftaker. More popularly known today as the Leaftaker, despite having nothing to do with leaves. The name comes... Okay, I think we read all this. The name Leaftaker comes from the creature's... The name take... fuck. Nothing I do is working with this audio today. The name take... Okay, you know what? We're putting this here, and I'm just going to be so fucking meticulous with the editing in this. So, I'm sorry, future Jared. You're just going to have to deal. The name Take Leaver comes from the creature's modus operandi, take a body, leave a body, as heard in the once popular children's song. Although not much is known about... Sorry, my air just kicked on. Although not much is known about the meaning of the third verse, it's speculated that it has to do with the Leaftaker's ability to make others believe they are the person they killed. Ooh! Ah, fuck, I'm all over the place right now. Okay, Yeah, with these fucking headphones. I'm gonna cut that. It's speculated that it has to do with the Leaftaker's ability to make others believe they are the person they killed. That's interesting. The Leaftaker is also known by its method of kill, a single stab to the back of the head. It's said that it uses its long claws to pierce into the brain. Some versions even say that it eats the brain of the victim. Others say that it simply kills them to take their place. What the fuck? You reason that it's best to have a purpose in calling someone before resorting to dialing everyone on the list. Okay, so I still just can't call them, but... Didn't this say you think you recognize yourself in one of them? Didn't this say you don't recognize them? Wait, yeah, this changed. Oh my god. Wait, there's one photo of John Doe, the man found in the grave, delivering the... Stephen was delivering... Right? Stephen was delivering the eulogy, right? Wait, time out. Okay, I stopped recording, to save up space, but this is actually going to come in handy. I gotta take a look at this. Give me that funeral photo. Yeah, look. There's one photo of Stephen delivering the eulogy. John Doe, the man found in the grave, is sitting in the third row. You don't recognize yourself in the photos. That is so cool. Stephen Hester is the only person listed as delivering a eulogy, but John Doe is the man delivering the eulogy. Where do I even go from here?
Hey, I'm back again. I wanted to say that I struggle for the next little while here. So if you want to go ahead and skip to this time, you can. But if you want to watch me struggle for a little while and scream at me through the screen, like what I should be doing, you could do that too. I just wanted to give you the opportunity. So you can just go right.
Yeah, because it says John Doe's in most of them, but nobody recognizes who he is. There's one photo of John Doe, the man found in the grave, delivering the eulogy that is angled where you can see the rest of the crowd. Stephen Hester is sitting in the third row. You think you recognize yourself in one of them, and I don't think I recognized myself at all at first. I'm very curious. Wait. No, it's not right. Okay. I was thinking, like, okay, if we're getting really fucky here... John Doe is a place of the female equivalent of Jane Doe. Okay. I have no idea where to go from here. Maybe I try and call some people again. Hester, hello. Hello again, Mr. Hester. I'd like to ask you a few more questions. Alright, ask away. Donkey Lady Bridge. Sorry, I don't know much about that. Any questions about Stephen? Stephen's mom. Oh, well, I can tell you about that. She talks for a long while on the subject, nothing of which is relevant to your search. Okay, what do you know about the Leaftaker game? Sorry, I don't know much about that. What about the Leaftaker game? God, you don't know anything. I really don't know where to go with this. Okay, wait. Karina Catman was the one that found that body. I wonder if there's more for that. 20 years ago. Body found 20 years ago. Nothing. Okay. Ah, wait. Body discovered. Karina Catman. Nothing. Okay. Is there anything more in here? Would Peter know anymore? Why didn't you mention this to Catman? Well, I guess I forgot. Heck, I don't remember the Leaftakers game. It's just now the what? I didn't already tell you. Clean your ears. The Leaftakers game. The tag game. Yeah, the tag game. What else would I have been talking about? That's what it was called when we were kids. Then when we were in charge, we banned it on account of how it scared the kids. I don't remember any sort of game like that when I was a kid. That's because we banned it. Ha ha ha. You sure you didn't get hit too? I think that's all my questions, Mr. Hickey. Well, if you have anything else, give me one. We'll see. Okay. I kind of wonder if I can just look up my own head injury. Erickson? Fuck. I can't submit anything. Okay. Penetrating. No. Brain trauma. No. Atlas and occipital bone. Let me see. Let's see if I can look up those. Atlas bone. Occipital bone. That's not how you spell it. Occipital. The bone in the base of the skull located above the neck. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, foreign object was not present in body when it arrived in the morgue and was not found at crime scene. Oh, wait. So they're just saying that there was, like, a mark, but... so it was just, like, literally a stab. So, no, there wasn't anything in the body. Okay, I am going to hedge my bets, and I'm going to try and call one of these. Emilio Martinez. I don't have a reason to call any of the people on the list. Fuck! I got reasons. I want to see if anybody knew it. What if I just called Stephen Hester for the fun of it? Is he gonna answer as like a ghost? No, that's not right. Fuck. Stephen Hester. Relation to the cemetery body might work. I don't know. Silver Lake Cemetery. What if I just look up Silverleaf Cemetery again? Oh! Damn, I should have done that a long time ago. Silverleaf Cemetery doesn't seem to have a website. However, the local newspaper sometimes publishes articles on their website that have been previously printed in the papers. You find one about the discovery of the body in the cemetery and print it. Perhaps the cemetery staff would have more to say if you give them a call. News article on John Doe. An article from the local paper on the discovery of the John Doe. Nobody expected our sleepy little town of Whitebrook to be hit with the tragedy today, so soon after another. As mourners were preparing themselves for the funeral of Stephen Hester, the cemetery was hit with the unexpected twist of fate. Stephen Hester's grave was already occupied. The body of a man was found midday yesterday when the staff of Silverleaf Cemetery broke the ground in Hester's plot. The police were contacted soon after and found themselves as confused as the cemetery staff. For a town our size, nobody knew who this John Doe sleeping in the grave could be. Police report no missing people in our or the neighboring towns, so the current suspicion is a tourist or someone passing through the town. Little else is known about our John Doe, and police indicated they may be authorizing outside parties to help with the investigation. The widow, Loretta Hester, has declined to comment on the situation. Okay, so this is literally nothing new. Alright, so what I am gathering so far is that there's some fuckery afoot, because the thing that is throwing me off the most is this goddamn funeral photo having changed. And I showed you the proof that this is not what it was. Take lever? What if I do take lever? Hey, how late are you planning on working? Cleaning lady's supposed to come at 7. She can't clean if you're in there. And I don't want her to miss another night. It won't be much longer. Alright, I'm gonna head out soon. Lock up when you're done. Oh, and Casey, be careful. Casey Erickson? There's an article about the crash. You printed it out anyway. Miracle survivor, lifelong resident, sole survivor in six car accident, killing 10. Late on the night of the 12th, a long-haul truck driver lost control of the vehicle and swerved across the road barrier, blocking all 4 lanes of traffic. The truck smashed into a single vehicle of oncoming traffic, which was then rear-ended by the second vehicle. The remaining 3 outgoing vehicles then subsequently hit the long-haul truck. The individuals in the oncoming vehicle as well as the first 2 outgoing vehicles perished on site. The sole survivor, Casey Erickson, was the operator of the 3rd outgoing vehicle. Erickson was rushed to the hospital and suffered severe injuries to the head, torso, both legs, both arms. Erickson is expected to live, but will likely need years-long physical therapy to recover and may experience cognitive impairment due to head trauma. Police believe the long-haul driver hit a patch of ice on the road, which was uncommon for this time of the year. Police and road safety encourage all drivers to check weather conditions before heading out to drive at all times of this year and make the proper adjustments and equipments to their vehicle. I don't know what to do, man. Yeah, there's still so much I haven't figured out yet. I don't know, because things keep changing. I don't know who to call next. Okay, I am going to go through literally everything top to bottom again really quick, and we're going to figure this out. How did Steven die? Can you tell me about how he died? Okay. Who, Steven? Yes, cracked his noggin. Could I get a few more details? He was out raking leaves, and I guess he slipped on one of them and fell and hit his head. Didn't think a fall like that could kill someone, but the pavement's harder than you think, and if you hit your head just right. Did anyone see him fall? Nope. I was the one who found him. He'd been out there a while, and I mean a real long time. It usually took him a while since he couldn't really use his right arm since the crash, and he'd been having some other problems. Anyway, I thought, what the heck's he doing? Taking on up every damn leaf in the neighborhood. So I went out and found him just a lying there. It was almost as if he decided to take a nap right there on the pavement. There was no blood or anything. What was the cause of death then? The doctor said it was a TBI, traumatic brain injury thing. Basically a deadly concussion. I see. Didn't you read that on the chart? No. They didn't send you the... Well, I guess if they didn't think it was relevant. Alright, I'll give Westbrook General Hospital a ring and tell them I'll authorize you to get a copy of the records. But you'll need to give them a ring after to get it sent to you. Okay. Westbrook General Hospital. Oh, fuck, I didn't read any of that. Yeah, he'd been real forgetful lately. He'd get confused as to what had happened to him before. Sometimes he'd say things like, remember when I did yada yada? And I'd have to tell him, no, Steven, that happened to someone else. You didn't hit that truck. You never went to Kentucky. Oh, shit. Am I Steven? Stuff like that. And then he also started forgetting things people just said or misremembering them. He used to say it was like something was coming loose in his head. Eventually, I convinced him to go to the doctors. Fat lot that did. They said the same shit they always do. Come back if he doesn't improve. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Hester. Are you a doctor? No. And you got nothing to apologize for. It's not like it mattered in the end anyway. I think that about does it for now, though. Thank you for your time. Okay, so Westbrook General Hospital. Oh, we're cooking now. Whitebrook General Hospital, how can I help you? Hello, I'd like to request a medical record for Stephen Hester. One moment. Oh, okay, so I can do this now. One moment, it's been faxed to your office. Is there anything else I can help you with today? No, thanks. That's all. Thanks. So I'm also going to put in my name. All right. The most recent medical record before Stephen Hester's death. Patient complained about headaches and memory issues. States issues with memory decline, says he couldn't remember things he had just read or often misremembered them. Patient also claims memory issues with past events, stating he often confuses what has happened to him with what has happened to others and then told to him. No, what happens is that he killed somebody and then he became that person or something like that, because that's what the fucking Leaftaker does. Is any of that actually relevant, or is it just metaphorical? I don't fucking know. Patient also claims memory issues with past events, stating he often confuses what... Okay. Patient claims in some cases issues are so severe that written articles, conversations, and film will appear to have completely different content and meaning than when he initially read, listened, viewed them. Shit, I am Steven. Because that... Seriously. Okay, seriously. This fucking funeral photo thing. I fucking knew it. I'm fucking Steven Hester. I know it. Oh, and I got his autopsy report. Okay, shit. Oh, wait, no, I read that. Wait, did I read that? No, I didn't yet, no. These symptoms started around 6 months ago, and the patient has no previous diagnosis of ADHD or other cognitive disorders. Patient has no previous history of concussions or other head trauma. Patient exhibits no other symptoms of mini stroke, and loss of use in right arm is attributed to a previous injury. The symptoms do not improve in 2 months. Recommend CT scan of brain. Okay, autopsy. Traumatic brain injury due to blunt force trauma to the back of the occipital bone. Examiner's notes. Due to loss of right arm from previous injury, patient was unable to prevent himself from striking his head on the concrete. Patient likely died on impact. I'm the miracle survivor. Okay. We're looking me up, baby. Whitebrook General Hospital. God. We're doing it. Alright, I'm still recording here, okay? Yeah. Record for Casey Erickson. Me. I need my medical records. Casey Erickson. One moment. It's been faxed to your office. Is there anything else I can help you with today? No, that's all. Thanks. Your medical record following the crash. You scan the document and briefly make notes of the important details as follows. List of injuries. Dislocation of the right elbow. Comminuted fracture to right humerus, right radius, right arm. So like basically my entire right arm. Contusions on upper and lower right arm. Paresthesia in right palm and thumb. Suspected medial nerve lesion. Minor contusion to left shoulder. Minor contusion to abdomen. Left arm, no injuries detected. Left leg, no injuries detected. Right leg, no injuries detected. Head, no injuries detected. Shit. What else do I need? It's just one more. I think I'm John Doe. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to commit a bit of a sin. I'm gonna have to look up a walk-in. I'm gonna have to look at the walk-in. Look at the walkthrough. Okay. We double check every piece of evidence. I guess, but what counts as the evidence? Oh yeah, this is the doy. I don't know. I don't know. Have you tried searching the name of every location? Have you tried calling every location? Have you tried searching Leaftaker after speaking with the bond? Yes. Have you tried gathering information about yourself, including searching your name, scanning your medical records? Yes. Did you know your name? If you learned and forgot, it's Casey Erickson. Try thinking about the inconsistencies you've seen and reread Steven Hester medical report. So that one I think is about his him saying that everything has different context or different content. That is similar to me with the funeral photo. Think about the following inconsistencies in Miracle Survival article. Steven Hester medical report. Okay. Casey Erickson medical report. Moving the mouse at the beginning of the game. Steven Hester autopsy. What? Moving the mouse? This? Oh, wait. Are you saying that this moved? I'm lucky I'm recording in parts, but not everything. Oh, wait, yeah. Shit, it did move. I didn't even realize that. Steven Hester autopsy. What's in the autopsy then? That just said Another fucking thing. Examiner's note. Patient has previously healed TBI from suspected foreign object inserted in the C1 atlas and occipital bone. Part of the brain is missing and damaged as if a foreign object was inserted previously and the brain healed around it. The foreign object was not present in the body when it arrived in the morgue. The object is estimated to be around 22 centimeters in length. That is literally identical to the John Doe's autopsy. Did Stephen have a birthmark? Did Stephen have any identifying marks or moles or anything like that? Ooh, what? Why? I just want to verify that the hospital has all the correct information. Ha! Doctors don't listen to patients while they're alive. I wouldn't trust them to observe a stiff either. That's a good instinct. They didn't listen before when he went in. Right. What was the question? Any identifying marks, moles, scars? Yeah. There was the strawberry. He had a tattoo? No. A little red mark. A birthmark. It was on his back. Cute little thing. I used to tell him he should get a tattoo of a little green top for it. Oh, that would be cute. And you said it was on his back, right? Yep. Right above. You can take a guess. And no scars or any actual tattoos? Nope. Do you have any photos of him with the birthmark clearly showing? Ha. A saucy one, aren't you? Alright, sourpuss. Yeah, I got a vacation photo with him in it. I'll send it on over your way. Thank you. That's all the questions I have for now. Not a problem. Talk to you later. Wow. Holy shit. The photo you got from Loretta Hester. It's a vacation Polaroid with Steven facing away from the camera and Loretta playfully pulling down his swim trunks. You can see the red strawberry shaped birthmark as well as some other things. I think I got all the evidence now. John Doe is Stephen Hester. The birthmark photo, the John Doe autopsy, and the Stephen Hester autopsy. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. If I'm wrong about this, I will jump back in and redo this whole fucking thing. Okay, no, wait, I need to think about this for just a second. So, what we know is that my computer, you're doing so good. What we do know is that, okay, the John Doe that was found had the birthmark, and it had the puncture wound in the back of its neck. After things updated, Stephen also has those things. However, Stephen was also talking about his right arm having lost movement. Casey's right arm is gone. So why did the mouse move over to the right? The Leaftaker. But then the whole thing with the Leaftaker is that it has somebody kill them and take their place. Oh, forgot to put this back on. What 3 pieces of evidence confirm this? Birthmark, John Doe, Stephen Hester autopsy. Submit. Why can't I submit it? Can I not put Stephen Hester? Do I have to put Casey? But that's not who I want to put. All right, well, I said what I said, and I mean what I say. What? Is it broken? Or is it just wrong? Well, I think the game kind of crashed on me, because I can't submit anything. All right, well, I think I have to get out and come back in because I don't think it's gonna give me what I want. So, terribly sorry. I'll be right back. All right. we're back to where we started. I got all of my evidence back again. I think Stephen Hester is John Doe. And my evidence is the birthmark photo, the John Doe autopsy, and the autopsy report for Stephen. Why is that not working? Why can't I submit that? Do I hit submit up here? Submit? Clear? Cancel? I don't know. I feel like it's not working. I don't want to spoil myself. I just really want to get this figured out. I'm looking up a playthrough real quick. Thank you, Devin Christie. I am just skimming because I feel like I am doing something wrong. Now I can't even insert 3 things. What the fuck? Oh. Can I submit this? Oh. Alright. I'm done. All finished? Yeah, it was a weird one. There's still some answers to questions, but I finished the job I was hired to do. That's the spirit. They only paid us to identify the job, not our business to keep hacking unless... Yeah, I want to head home. I'm tired and I have a massive headache, like something scratching the base of my skull. I don't need any more details. Just head on home and get some rest. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. So that was ending 1. Fuck, but now I gotta go through all that again? Shit. Okay, no. I'm reopening that walkthrough. I am not satisfied. I know that there are at least 2 endings. If you think you know who the body is, but you're missing evidence, try thinking about how you would have identification proof. You need to get it from Loretta, reread John Doe's autopsy, ask Loretta about the birthmark. Okay. Answer for section 1. Stephen Hester. Select the 3 following. The funeral photos. Birthmark photo. John Doe autopsy. Okay. I'm terribly sorry. But I will go through all this again. In fact, I'm gonna speed run this shit. Watch me. We're gonna keep the cameras on. We're gonna do this. I will solve this. This is so fucking interesting to let it go down like this. I didn't realize I was just clicking the wrong shit. I thought that the similarities between the John Doe and Steven's whole deal would be enough. But no. Alright. Erickson. Okay. We're gonna just scroll through all this, just that way it clocks everything. So, Red Cedar Parking. I gotta look up that. Red Cedar Parking. Okay, and I have all of these names written down, so I can just look over. White Brook County Cemetery. No, that's not right. Wait, what? Cemetery. Sorry. White Brook County Courthouse. Okay. You guys got all the names. Oh, yeah, it's March 24th. You guys got all the stuff I need, right? Jury list. Boom. Okay. Next, we call up Silverleaf Cemetery. Okay. What do you got for me? Okay, you got me the funeral photos. Cool. And then I call Diamond Park. Okay. Wow. You are gonna give me the stuff. Oh, wait, no. Fuck. No. I didn't go through all that. Shit. Alright, fine. Diamond Park. Okay, and you're gonna give me all the shit that I need. I thought the end call meant that there was like some kind of cookie that saved some of the shit, but yeah, there we go. See, now I got the Diamond Park article. The skeletal remains of a person were found yesterday afternoon. Peaceful Diamond Park. Karina Catman. So, oh wait, no. Okay, scroll through all of that just so they think I got all of them. Who is Miss Gagnon? I mean, okay, I should also look up White Brook County Courthouse. Just phone number, okay. Then Silverleaf Cemetery, so I can get the article on the John Doe. Okay. Then I look up Karina Catman. So she gives me the book. So then I look through the book. Then I scroll through and I call up Peter Hickory. Peter Hickory. I call him up and I scroll through all this. And this is where I learn about the Leaftaker game. And that is when it gets put back into over here. So I go through here. So it's not the Leaftaker. It's the Leaftaker. Now, if I look up Leaftaker, that gives me Sandra Yvonne's contact. Now, but if I look up Take Lever, that's when the boss comes in and tells me my name. So I can also look up Casey Erickson and get my article about my crash, about my miracle surviving. Oh wait, I gotta scroll through all that, make sure everything is in there. Okay, but now I call up Sandra Yvonne. And I get my shit from her. I learn all about the tag stuff. She makes a comment about my crash, all that jazz, and then I look her up again, and her thing changes. So now it's the Leaftaker, Leaftaker, take lever, take lever. But I did actually see this, that if I look up take a body, leave a body, you find an old site that lists nursery rhymes and children's games. The lyrics seem to be instructional on how to play an associated game. The take levers game, aka take a body, leave a body. All the children start in a circle, and one child enters the center. The child closes their eyes and starts spinning with a pointed finger until the first verse is over. Take a body, take, take, take. Take a body, take, take. The child at the center stops spinning, and whoever they're pointing at joins them in the center. The first child then drops the floor and plays dead. The remaining children take each other's hands and spin in a circle around the center children, while second child in the middle covers their eyes. Leave a body, leave a body, leave a body, leave a body, leave. All the children stop singing, spinning, drop hands, and then individually start spinning in place during the next verse. The second child in the middle's eye should remain closed. And now you know it's time to go. It all comes loose, it all comes loose. It's all come loose, it's all come loose. And now you know it's time to go. It's all come loose, it's all come loose. The children stop spinning. The first verse is repeated. The instructions are the same, and a third child joins the center, and the second child plays dead. The second verse is repeated, and the first child stands up and runs out of the circle and is out of the game. The rest of the page won't load. Interesting. Where was I? Okay, now I need to call Loretta and start asking some very personal questions. Loretta Hester. Hello, yes. I'll ask you a few more questions. So, I need to ask her about how did Steven die? Can you tell me how he died? So he cracked his noggin, all that jazz. So then, I need to call Whitebrook General Hospital. Whitebrook General Hospital. Okay. And then I get the medical record for Stephen Hester. One moment, it's been faxed to your office. Okay. Anything I can help you with today? No, that's all, thanks. Okay, so I get Stephen Hester's autopsy report. What about his, right arm thing? Then his medical record. Now, that's going to change, so I'm going to have to recheck the medical record or the autopsy report. But I need to call back Whitebrook General Hospital again. Whitebrook General Hospital, how can I help you? Casey Erickson. Okay, need medical records. Casey Erickson, back to your office. Okay, no, that's all, thanks. Okay, Casey Erickson, medical records. All that jazz. Then I think I go back up here and I take a look at this. Yeah, it'll initially change. No symptoms. And I look at his autopsy report. Healed TBI. Okay. Do I have all my evidence now? I do. Oh, no, I need... What was that? Oh, the birthmark. The birthmark. Right. Loretta Hester. You guys are probably getting more of a look at my desktop than usual. Hello. You called again. Okay, birthmark. Steven have any identifying marks? He did. He had that weird birthmark that matches the John Doe. So, now we got the birthmark photo. Yay! Cool. Okay, I'm going to scrub... No. Okay, I'm going to scrub over everything in the scan. Just the game thinks I have all this knowledge, which I have definitely memorized at this point. So, I wonder if genuinely all these people are the same person. But I need to look at the walkthrough again. So, it's... So, name is Steve. So if I want to put in Stephen Hester, I need the funeral photo, the birthmark photo, and the John Doe autopsy. That's weird because I figured it would be the John Doe autopsy, the Stephen Hester autopsy, and the birthmark photo. But no. And the funeral photos. Who is Stephen Hester? If unknown, type unknown. What? Stephen Hester's Casey Erickson. Who is Stephen Hester? And then section 1 for section 2, Casey Erickson. Casey Erickson from medical report, Stephen Hester medical report, and the miracle survivor. So I need our medical report. So I need the miracle survivor and the 2 medical reports. It's come loose. Oh shit. Hey boss, you still here? Yep, I'm just ready to head out. I got it. By the way, just yay, celebration. Holy crap. Yep, just ready to head out. Y'all done in there? Yeah. I think it's time to go. Wow. Holy shit. That was such a good game that I would actually sit here and dedicate over 3 hours to getting this shit done. Holy crap. I had such a good time playing that. That was such a good mystery game. All the twists were so well executed, and all the information piled onto itself in a very compelling way. The writing of it was really good. There were some obviously there were like some spelling mistakes, but man, you can totally forgive that for how cool of a concept this is. It like borders on that supernatural feeling without, you know, being directly so supernatural in its nature, just because there's no like actual scares in this game. The scariest part is all this information that you're getting. And the concept of the Leaftaker or the take lever is so fucking interesting. The idea that does it make you kill somebody and then you take their place? So it's literally all like somebody killed Stephen Hester, took his place, and then they were in the car accident and I took their place because I was the one that survived? Is that what I'm getting at? I don't know, because they're all just so intertwined in one way or another. I don't know. Like, I feel like as I edit this, I'll understand the story a bit more. That's kind of what happens, especially as it happened with the butterfly. Like, I didn't realize exactly what it was going for until I edited it. But maybe like as I edit this one, it'll click together a little bit better. But wow, I have no idea how long this episode's gonna be. I think it's probably gonna be about an hour and a half or so, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I sure did. That was so much fun. I literally replayed this game 3 fucking times just to make sure that I got what I needed. I didn't realize that I just wasn't clicking the right stuff. Holy shit. But yeah, play the game. It's in the description. Give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscription, and I'll see y'all in another week or so. All right, bye-bye.